This one's called Fall of a Pundit. On the advice of my much respected and esteemed legal department, I include this little disclaimer. This is satire, it's fiction. If you don't like it, don't fucking watch it. Do you know who I hate? Whose image weighs on my mind like a 10-ton weight? Who I would happily see before a spate of increasingly cruel, bizarre and inhumane punishments? The person who I would wait a year and a day just to kick square in the face? I will give you a clue. He has been with us through the 70s, 80s and 90s. His now thinning befont hair and his big fucking white teeth violating our TVs in a variety of guises. If you don't know who I mean, ask Virgo. Ask Virgo. Ask John Virgo. Virgo fucking knows. Oh, how he maintained that dignified pose on Big Break, looking respectful, if slightly morose. Every Saturday evening for what must have felt like an eternity. Through those long years, he must have every day thought, fuck me, have I died and gone to purgatory? Behind those emotionless grey eyes, Virgo was crying tears of pent-up rage. Yes, that vest and dicky bow looked oh so fetching, but Virgo didn't think so. No, for Virgo it was a cage. He just wanted to retire peacefully, enjoy his old age, but oh no, Virgo wasn't extended that luxury. Virgo had to stick with the wage he was on, sidekick to that prick Jim Davidson. A bumptious bag of rancid animal fat, to be a little blunt, a massive fucking twat. A poor man, Bernard Manning, ignorant of the fact he spent his life and career imitating a stinking fucking rat. From mother-in-law jokes to Chalky White, I would genuinely rather stick my head in a bucket of shite than listen to his stand-up or read about him defending his right to be a cunt. Anyway, I digress. I am not this story's protagonist. I am not the one who has for many years suffered at the hands of our grinning bell-end antagonist. No, this is John's day. This is John's day. This is a day for poor Virgo. Still unable to let go of the trauma Jim Davidson caused him, it's John's big break. It is the ultimate trick shot. It's his final triumph, the glorious day. Davidson sleeps. He tosses and turns, murmuring, I'm not a racist, but I'm not a racist, but. The window slides silently up, and here he is. Here's Johnny. Oh, Johnny Virgo. There's the famous dicky bow around his neck, but nothing else. No smart vest, no black trousers, and strikingly no kecks. He maintains a neutral expression. There is not even the slightest suggestion that he's at all vexed. A cool, calm exterior, but his mind is like a wildfire. Like a stacked pile of black rubber tyres which has had a light put to it. The noxious fumes of Virgo's twisted mind fill his once miserable eyes with impenetrable darkness. Concentrated hate where submission once was. What's that, John? What's that in your hand, John? It looks like a spoon. It looks like a soup spoon, John. Is it a spoon, John? I don't think I spoke too soon. Yes, it is a spoon, isn't it? It's a spoon, John. No, John. No, John. Don't do it. Don't do it, John. Don't do what I think you're going to do with that spoon, John. Please, John. Don't do it. Please, John. Davidson rolls over now, and room's filled with the unpleasant sound of a heavy smoker sleeping on their back. The congested sound of sleep apnea, semi-suffocation, tar-encrusted part asphyxiation. In one fell swoop, Virgo has silently crossed the room, spoon in hand. From standing, he elegantly leaps, lands, straddling Davidson in one. He gasps, winded, eyes wide, terrified. He struggles, oh, he tries, but he's encased by Virgo's iron thighs. From that once bellowing cake hole comes only a whimpering cry. John! John! For a fleeting moment, he and John's eyes are eye to eye. Davidson stares deep into those two inky wells that he knows all too well he cast in the first place with his leery words and his bawdy fucking face. Jim knows today he will meet his maker. Will it be quick and painless, Jim? Will it be over in a flash? No, it won't, will it, Jim? Quite the contrary, James Cameron Davidson. You know you're in for a lengthy demise, with much arbitrary suffering. Light streams through the curtains. The soup spoon is glinting and a crooked grin is spreading over Virgo's face, hinting that the wails and the gnashing are about to begin. Okay, John, one last chance, John. It is the point of no return. But I think your mind's made up, isn't it, John? You have decided that Davidson must learn. You're comfortable with what you are about to embark on. The human part of you, John, is gone. We only have the seeding demon and his solitary piece of cutlery. And as the implement is raised, so is a fetid stink. One of three things. Either John's swan song, a futile dirty protest, or the terror has made his bowels go wrong. John scoops up a handful of the excrement, smears it on his face like Martin Sheen coming from the jungle, and he is ready to begin. He plunges his inane weapon between Davidson's eyeball and socket. He waggles the spoon around, trying to lever it on a cheekbone. Jim shouts long and loud, but nobody hears. Nobody hears the screams and tears of this has-been blue comedian, having his eyes spooned out like jam by his ex-pet snooker pundit. A sore sight for sore eyes. Optic arteries severed, fountains of claret spurt to reducing heights with each next pump of his retiring heart. An exhibition of terrible vengeful art. The left eye is liberated, flicked out with such force it detaches itself from its stalk and rolls alone. Virgo's animal reflexes react and he catches the errant organ between his toe and the floorboard. Now it's nothing more than a puddle of plasma. Clumped in sticky lumps like congealed semen, Virgo is in full furious flow and Jim is reaping what over many seasons he has sown. The screams have ceased now, replaced by rasps and laboured breathing. Davidson's heaving, but it goes straight back down and starts to choke him. His hands are groping, tacky with his own blood. He is hoping John will come to his senses and relent. But no. John has never felt that the universe made so much sense. He sees no reason why he should even begin to repent. What's that sound? What's the sound in the distance? Coming from the distance, changing pitch, Doppler dissonance. It's the sirens, John. It's the sirens, John. Somebody has been alerted. They called the police, John. It's the police sirens cutting through that near silence. They're coming closer. Quick, John, run, John, make your break. Don't let them take you, John. Or, John, have you decided you want to be taken? Now the job's done, will you go quietly, John? They're here now. The lights strafe the wall, cast the room in blue. Ere it mixes with the splattered new red decoration, it goes purple. Caked in blood and shite, bathed in flashing blue and white light, Virgo has, after so many years, recovered his might. He stands proud as he is led away. Shuns the offer of a blanket to disguise his identity. For the first time in decades, John is truly happy. And whilst you spend your later years languishing in a cell, Johnny boy, enjoy the thought that the world salutes you. John Virgo, you are a hero.